Good morning, afternoon and evening, my crazies. My name's Angela. I'm the Crazy Poppy Lady and welcome back to another Throwback Friday. This one is number 61. So I've got a couple of videos for you today, so let's jump straight into them. I will see you in a few moments. Okay, so today's video is short, sharp and sweet. Of course, we have got the book collective again. I can't remember the full name of it. Here we go. The Big and Little Crochet Collective Crochet Projects, and we are on to books 11 through to 15. So let's go and have a look at that. Now I've cut the video right down, so I'm only showing you the front covers yet again this week. If you want to see the full video, of course the link will be up here and also in the description box down below. Right, so let's have a look at these. Now number 11 is Beautiful Bathrooms. Number 12 is Festival Fever. Number 13 is Garden Gifts. Number 14 is Bold and Bright. Number 15 is Wraps and Shawls. Right, so let's scoot those all back. Get them sitting neatly. Our next video up this week is Whips and Bits and chat number 61. Again, I've cut into this a little bit, got rid of the bits that I didn't think would interest you, but if you want to see the whole thing in full, of course, the link is up here. Right, come on, let's go and be nosy. Let's go and see what I was going on about. Right, so that's all the videos that I managed to put out for you this week. So, what have I been up to? Well, as some of you will know, I've been relabeling the poppies that are sitting up here on my shelf. There is like 8 boxes, or should I say there's 500, because that's as far as the count got before I realised that I was going to have to change all the labels and possibly run some extra tests. So because of that, I'd put them on hold for about a month. Now I have sat there whilst watching another creator's 4-hour live. I sat there swapping the labels out, so now all 500 of the previously counted poppies have their new labels. Whew, I think it took me about 3.5 hours. So now let's get back to the poppy count. As you know, there was 500 there, and I have another complete box of 60 done. So that is 560, which leaves another 4. Oh, my math. No. So that is 560, leaving me another 440 to go to hit this challenge. I'll do it. I'll get there in the end. Right. Another item that I was making this week that some of you may have seen during the live was this gorgeous little butterfly top. Now I still haven't finished it, okay, so on the live you'd seen that I was doing the back panel, and so now the back panel is completely completed, and so is the shoulder section, and I don't know if you can make it out, I am that close to the end. So I've got another 5 repeats left to go. Now each repeat is only 2 rows, so each one of these colour blocks is 2 rows, so the pattern works up really quickly, and it is really simple. So what I'm going to do is I will bring in the section of the back section so you can have a look a little closer at the stitch work. Okay, so let's bring this pattern up a little closer to the camera for you. Now this pattern is called the Mercedes top, and it is by our gorgeous Fibre Fox Studio. Now she does use a completely different yarn to me, So because of this, I've had to make quite a few moderations to my top. I've had to work it in a lot larger size with a larger hook than what my cotton calls for, because of course my cotton is so thin and so diddy compared to the yarn that she is using. So fingers crossed it's gonna fit. If it doesn't, I'm trying to offload it on the daughter. Now my top has been made with the Papaya Sunday yarn. This is the wrong colourway, by the way. The colourway that I've used is 08. Okay, so it's not a bad little top, and as I said, the pattern is super fast and super speedy to get through. You whiz it without realising, flip it, whiz it, and it goes in no time. So I'm really loving the speed that this top is being created in, although I am technically taking my time. The main bulk of the pattern is made using trebles. Okay, so if you haven't worked with a treble before, give it a little bit of a practice on a couple of rows, and then you will suss it so quickly. And the pattern repeats itself, is really fast and really simple, and it gives such a beautiful butterfly effect. So hopefully I will have that top finished for next week, and Dora will get another new outfit. Right, so now it's time for your photos, although today's photos are a bit different to our normal. It's not a photograph of a crocheted project. It's actually a photograph of something my husband has made for one of our gorgeous crazies. She put an order in with my husband for a little plaque for her other half's man cave, I suppose. And so hubby made it up. Here, have a look. I know she likes it, I know he likes it, so and that's super brilliant. So for any new crazies that watched that video and thought, Poppy Count, what is she going on about? Last year, the year before, and the year before that, I created little poppy brooches for the Royal British Legion, which all of the yarn and everything else that was needed, myself and my husband had purchased, apart from last year's. Last year you guys helped by watching adverts on the channel, and the first payment that I got from YouTube, I went on to buying all the extra bits for the poppies, like the bags, the brooches and things like that. And if you had actually purchased any yarn through my affiliated link in the description box down below for the secret yarn stash, then any points that I made through that affiliated link also went on to the yarn, to purchasing the yarn, sorry, for the poppies. Now, I gave them to the British Legion for absolutely nothing. They were sold for £2 plus a pop. Recommended retail was £2. So they made an absolute fortune. So last year they got 1,000. The year before they only got, what was it, 200 I think. Because of course that was COVID, and we were unsure at the start of the year whether it would be safe to put those items out. Okay, so after I'd done all the checks and things like that, they went out. And then the year before that, there was actually 1,400 made, but they were split up between the UK and Cyprus. No, Portugal. Sorry, Portugal. Oops, I am so bad. Because of course I've got family over there. So I took a job load over for them to sell over there as well. So in total, there has been a lot of these brooches made, and they take about 20 minutes each, and each have 8 ends, which is why I hate sewing in my ends, because that's like 1,000 per 1,000 poppies. As for crocheting them this year, at this moment in time, I haven't picked up my little 3mm hook to start them. I do have a yarn under the table that I can use for them, but due to new rules and regulations and things, if I make 1,000, I would be classed as a mass producer, which means I would have to go under different rules and regulations, even though they are voluntary and even though they are given for free. So I'm now looking into that, and I may end up just doing a few hundred this year to help round the number up. or I may not. It will just depend on how much time I've got left and how my hands are working this year. Now, I did say it was short and sharp this week, and this is it. This is the end of the video. So thank you ever so much for watching all the way to the end. I will see you next week for another Throwback Friday. And of course, don't forget, there will be a Whips, Bits and Chat on Sunday. So I'll see you all really, really soon. If you can, please stay in and definitely stay safe. Ta-ra for now, everybody.